Hello there. I have here a custom Gantt chart for one of my clients. There are a lot of available Gantt charts on the web, but my client can't find the exact design that he wants. So this is what he wanted. I came up with this through VBA and formulas. So if you look into this cell, this is the date today, which is October 18th. Yeah, that can be achieved through this formula. It's today in parentheses. And this date is also being highlighted. This cell currently is October 18, so 18 is highlighted in here, ordered in this column. If it is October 19 tomorrow, this will move to 19. So this is achieved through the use of conditional formatting. So we have this formula in here that compares if it compares this range of cells if it is equal to the date. If it does, it will apply this format that is predefined in this conditional formatting. And also the main driver of these dates in here, also the quarter and week, is from this cell. This formula figures out the smallest date from this column. So column G, this one here. And this one in here denotes the first smallest value in this range or in this column. Okay, so there are a lot of hidden rows in here. Okay, so the result of the formula in here feeds this cell. So we have used this formula. So there is a weekday E2 3. What this does is that it figures out the first number or the first day of the first date of that week. So the September 17 belongs to week 14 to 20. And this formula will figure out the first date that week, which is 14. Yeah, we used Monday in here because of this 3 in here. I delete that. And let's see what is 3. So we used 3, which is numbers 0. So 0 is Monday and 6 is Sunday. So I used 3 in there. And it figures out that 14 is the first day of that week. Okay, then from this cell, it adds 1 from here. So this one adds 1 from this cell, and this cell adds 1 from this cell to increment the date, and it will complete the 365 days, which is 1 year. Okay, so this is exactly 1 year. And also, this date in here was derived from this row, and also this one derived from here, and this one, yeah, this one is by default it is number 1 because this is the first week of the project. So yeah, this is the first week of the project. That's why it's by default 1, and the second 7 days we add +1 to this week. Increments. And quarter 3, it uses a formula that will figure out the quarter of this date in here. So it is quarter 3 of 2020. Then this one combines the results of these cells. So we used upper to capitalize all of the text. So week combined with 8. So T8 is this one, 1, so that is why it is week 1. Chart 10 is a carriage return. This will force the text to start a new line. That's why Q3 2020 started new line. and we have the text. Yeah, T9. T9 is this one, Q3, and space, then the year. That's why Q3 space 2020. And another chart then, that's another curate return to start this line. So we figure out the month and the date from this date. That is a text T7MMM space T dash, yeah, space and dash, space again, and then the month and the date again of this 7th day. Okay, so these formulas in here are derived from this formula. So just drag it and it will populate these cells. Okay, let's hide this. Okay, so I have added a VBA script behind this Gantt chart. And if you right click in here, yeah, if you need to add a new milestone, on this project, right click in here. There you have insert new milestone menu in here. So right click on this green row, insert new milestone or new task. So if I want to add a new task for this milestone 2, I'll right click in here and new task. So I add task number, let's say 6, description 6, and then if you click in here, a calendar pop-up will appear, this one. So you can choose the date. So by default, if you add a new task, the date is the date today. It is also highlighted in here. So if that new task should start October 12, let's click 12. Okay, so October 12 will be added in here. Okay, click October 12 will be added in here. So, and yeah, it's not yet highlighted. You see in this row, there's no highlight yet. And if we add a duration of the project, let's say 5 days, and it will then highlight the that row. So it starts at October 12, this one, October 12, and it will add 5, it will count 5 cells in here. So 1, 2, 5. So 5 cells were highlighted on this row, and it will automatically add 5 days into this date. So it's October 16. And then the budget is still 0. So if we have allotted, example, $100 for this task, then you have there $100. Okay, to explain this ones, yeah, we don't add date into this milestone row. This one is the result of the VBA. It will automatically figure out what is the smallest date of this range in here, and that is September 17. And also in here, so the smallest date on this range is September 18. And the budget means that how many dollars were spent on this project during the duration. So in here we have already spent the $20. The next task we have already spent the $20. So in this task 3, we have allotted $150 for the 20 days of work, and we have already completed how many days? I think 19 days. So in that 19 days, we have already consumed $135, which is, this one is the result of this formula. If you notice, not all cells has this formula. We don't have that formula. It's only at the next cell at the ending of the row that is highlighted. The macro will figure it out and it will add this formula. The marker will figure out where is the end date of this task, and then at the end date it will add another cell, and that cell it will put the formula. Okay. Another one is that this task in here will auto sort. So if we change the September, if we change the September 30 to September 16, this should be the first task on this milestone, and this one should be October 16. So let's do that. I change that to September 16. Okay, there it is. It moves first row of this milestone. September 16 moves to the top, and this becomes September 16. If we change this to September 21, this should move to the center. That's it. It moves to the center. And September 17 becomes now the start date of that milestone. So what if we change this to September? Let's change this to September 15. This should move this whole milestone, including the task, should move to the top. Now let's do that. September 15. There it is. Okay. Milestone 2 moves to the top. Milestone 2 is now the first milestone in here. Okay, and September 15 is the smallest date, and September 15 becomes the project start, and September 15, and this highlight moves to September 15. Right. What if we add new milestone? Add a new milestone, insert, add new milestone. There, a milestone is formatted as a gray row. Okay, so let's add milestone 3. Okay, milestone 3. There. After adding a new milestone, we should add a new task under that milestone. So we add task 7. Let's add a task description of task 7. And well, this should start next week, October 26, and it will last 10 days. Okay, September 26, let's check September 26. There it is, September 26 plus 10 days is November 4. So November 4. Then we add a budget. Example, we need $200 for that. Yeah, it is still 0 here because we did not yet started the project. That's why we did not yet consumed any part of that $200. That is why it is still 0. So what if I add a new task at milestone 1, and that new task should start at September 13, but the real world should start in the future. But just to show you how this Gantt chart works, I'm moving to the previous month. So what if I add a new task, and that new task is September? Wait, let's add task. Yeah, sorted. October 18 or 34. So I add task 8, right? And then edit the date to September 14. So what happens by that September 14? It moves to the top again. And this one becomes the project start date. Okay? What if September 7? What happens? There it is. September 7, it becomes September 7. There is no highlighted duration of the project yet. We do not include how many days? 8 days. Here it is. What if it is 10 days? Days. There. The increases. And if we add some $500. Okay, there is $500. And another one is this started September 7. A while ago it was September 14, but it moves another week. Okay, so it's now September 7, and September 7 is exactly Monday. That's why it started on Monday. Okay, and this one is the sum of this. Yeah, this one is the sum of these numbers in there, 690 and 690. So this one is being summed by the VBA. There's no formula on these cells because this moves up and down. If it will sort, it moves up and down. It's not fixed. That's why I used a VBA to calculate the sum. I calculate the start date. Okay, so this is how this Gantt chart works. There might be similar project that you have. If you have similar project like this or any automation project in Excel, we can talk about it. You can reach me on my email. I have listed on the description below. And we can discuss about that project. Thank you for watching this video.